Hey buddies, I'm back. I guess I'm gonna do another druid run because I still don't end up getting to choose shaman. I really need to play shaman if I want to unlock 2 of the current challenges. Druid's the only other one. Wait, I think paladin is actually in there. Let me check. Nope, just druid. All right. Let's hope this doesn't go as poorly.
I must protect the wild.
All right. In this particular pack, my favorite is Azure Drake. I don't feel like, while Knife Juggler is really great value as a 2-drop, Azure Drake has the best value out of all 3, easily. Next up, Swipe. Things are turning out pretty nice so far. I love Wrath as well, but Swipe is just a little bit stronger, especially since its area of effect built in with a really decent spot damage. Innervate. I love it when Innervate is in a pack where it's not hard to choose Innervate. Because I love having Innervates in the deck, it's just really hard to choose an Innervate over another card that's really good. Mark of Nature is okay, but like, Spiteful Smith much better if you have weapons, which Druid will not. Innervate's the best choice here. Naturalize is one of the only pieces of perfect removal that the Druid has, but as I've said before, it really sucks when you have to use it. But when you have to use it, it's awesome that you have it. You're so grateful for it. But Stormwind Champion, let's hope that it never comes to that. Loot Hoarder is nice here. So is Dragonling Mechanic. So is Wolf Rider, especially in a Druid deck, considering that the Druid has very little removal compared to the other heroes. But I think Loot Hoarder's the better choice out of all of these. Especially since the Druid has really good 4 and 5 drops, and I'm probably not going to want to spend it on a Dragonling Mechanic. One of those. I don't want to put it in the slot. I'm going to get Loot Hoarder here. I love Wogan Infiltrator. I also like Raging Wogan, but mostly in a deck with the Mage. I'm thinking Frostwolf Warlord, maybe. But I'm also thinking of the Raging Wogan. Wogan Infiltrator is said to be the best 1-drop. I don't know if I agree with that. I think I like the Divine Shield 1-drop. What's her name? The Druid just has so much amazing 5th turn stuff that I'm most likely going to want to take that I don't think I'm going to look at the Frostwolf Warlord here. I'm going to go for the Infiltrator. I like that he goes out there and then he sits there waiting for when you need him. Wrath is the clear choice here. Versatile, removal. The other 2 aren't even really considered. Lord of the Arena, I'm not huge on, especially in the 6th slot. I'm not huge on the other 2, but I don't have a 3-drop yet. He can be okay, especially with Druid if you got some high toughness creatures, which I'm likely going to have eventually. Alright, Savage Roar is probably the choice I want here, based on what I've drawn so far. Again, with Soul of the Forest, more likely to choose it once I've, like, you know, drafted some Imp Masters or something like that. I do like Mugushan Warden sometimes. He can be really helpful, but based on what I've drafted, Mugashan, how do you pronounce it? The Warden can be really good with a Paladin, protecting all your peons as you go in for a bunch of damage. But I'm going to go with Savage Roar here. Alright, so this is good protection against players that play secrets, but nothing beyond that. The Ancient Mage can help out my Wrath, but this is a bad rare pack. I haven't played with the Mage much. What do you guys like out of these? I don't like that he costs 4 mana, the Mage. Yeah, you know what I like about the Pyromancer? Is that he scares people. People so often want to trade with him right away. They don't want to know what you have ready to set him up with. Not a great pack. I'm going to go with the Mark of the Wild. Low cost value, Corehound, too expensive, and a terrible body for it. And same with him. Mark of the Wild. Hoping for some synergy with it, maybe, as I go on. I'll grab another Innervate, and then go on with full confidence that I can maybe start to pick really high curve, because I have 2 now. The Corsair isn't great when you don't have weapons. Razorfen Hunter's not much better, but I like her more than the Corsair. I'm gonna go with the Hunter. Oh, terrible pack. Another swipe, hooray! A Ventrico Mercenary might get him out on turn 3 if I'm lucky. With one of those Innervates. I suppose here I'll go for another Infiltrator. This time I will not pass up this Starfire. Especially since the Starfire can come out on turn 4 now and get a card back for that Innervate you spent doing it. The Power of the Wild is strictly better than the Bloodfen Raptor. So I'm going to go for that. Now, do I consider Soul of the Forest? Still not really. I don't know. I wouldn't consider the deckhand, of course, but do I want Flesh-Eating Ghoul or Soul of the Forest? Based on what I have. I guess... Alright, yeah, I'll go for it. What do you guys like more? Soul of the Forest? Alright, let's do it. It is nice flame strike protection, isn't it? I never know which one of these to pick over each other. Like, you know, on one hand you got charge, so like he's going to have immediate value. He's immediately going to take out something for that's, you know, with 4 damage. Whereas Sunwalker protects you for 2 turns, has more toughness. I'm trying to think of which one. I find that usually the Sunwalker is coming out. The only times I really love her is when I am desperate. Whereas the Argent Commander often just wins the game, just, you know, punches in for that last little bit of damage. We got a lot of Sunwalkers in there. You know, because I'm a druid and I'm looking to get into the late game, I'm going to go for the Sunwalker because she adds that extra layer of protection while I'm setting up for the late game. If I was a hunter, I'd probably go for the commander, but Sunwalker here. Another Starfire. Nice. Especially with those innervates. Another Wrath. I've got some really nice removal this time around. Now let's see if I can get some actual creatures. I've got too much removal now. 3 swipes. 2 Starfires, 3 swipes. 2 Wrath. I need some bodies. There we go, Ironbark Protector. I would like Druid of the Claw as well, but it's hard to say no to the Ironbark Protector when you have 2 innervates as well. I don't think I need 2 Soul of the Forests in here. I think that this is a hard decision on this pack. I don't want Mark of Nature either because I'm short on bodies. I value these lower just because this deck is short on bodies. I have tons of removal but hardly any creatures. I need more creatures. He's not amazing, but you know, early game he might do okay for me. Alright, so here I'm gonna go for the Scarlet Crusader. When it rains, it pours. I'll take the Starfire, I guess. Just because that pack didn't have any other creatures that were worth choosing over Starfire. If that pack had like a Golem, of course I'd choose the Golem, especially since I need more bodies. Considering the amount of removal I have now, I'm thinking this Ancient Mage is looking pretty good. Yep. Alright, here's a late game body. Or an early game body, considering the curve. No, I got 2 innervates, but yeah. I'm thinking the Ogre. Young Priestess would help my Wogans, which I have 2 of. I think I'm gonna go for the Priestess. She's almost, yeah. Oh, this deck is odd. Tons of removal. We'll see where that gets me. Be back after this.